Alright, just gonna play another League with the Boba list, see how it goes. He's not gonna show up for this one, I think, so this league will be under my own power. The last time was a 4-1. Boba got 2 of the wins, I got 2 of the wins, and then I gave us our loss. Okay, and away we go. Same list as last time. I'm gonna still try and narrate according to what I said previously. Better enunciate the game plan, play a little slower. Alright, what are we up against here? Schreiber. This seems fine. I don't love that this Scalding Tarn can't get a basic planes for prismatic ending. I don't love this Batterskull, but I think that any 6 that I go for is invariably going to be worse. So I think this is a pretty clear keep, even though I think the Scalding Tarn is actually the worst card in my hand, not Batterskull. Oh no, that's not entirely wrong. It's second land, but ugh. This Scalding Tarn as a card is something that I've kind of struggled with in the past. Like, I feel like I always want like an Island Plains, and there's enough ways to get blue in the deck, but white is actually something that can be a little clunky. Yeah, so he puts us in this situation, which I don't love. So what is this? I'm kind of thinking a Nadu deck. I'm not going to open myself up to Wasteland, so I'm going to go ahead and ponder. I'm going to try and find my white source. Okay. I don't want any of this, I'm pretty sure. Well, that Brainstorm's not bad. I'm going to tuck this Tundra. So we'll take this Force, so maybe if he does like some turn 3 shit, we can stop it. Counterbalance ain't bad. This is a problem I have with the Boba list, though. It's very, very white forward in terms of its mana. So I'm going to allow Scythe Cat Cub to come in. Yeah, this thing gets swole pretty quick. So he's going in on it. I probably am just going to get the Tundra next turn. So he's kind of spreading the counters around a little. He wants to use Noble Hierarch as a beater. He kind of recognizes the likelihood that Cub is going to die. So next turn, I think it's Scalding Tarn into Tundra to Prismatic ending this Cub, and then stop his next turn. I don't know if I have a solid plan yet, but I think my plan next turn is to just Brainstorm and try and get myself a little more stable. I don't like that a Wasteland is not ideal for me next turn. Counterbalance could also be a play, but this Brainstorm is really critical because it will also let me show this Batterskull while allowing me to become a little more stable on my mana. Por favor. I do want to find a Planeswalker eventually. He's going to have 4 cards, so it's not the most juiced hand. Knight. I think I just forced this. I don't have other answers, and Knight is the kind of card. Knight is an engine that will bury me if I don't respect it. Okay, so I think I lead with a Brainstorm because I want to try and shuffle some of this stuff away. Okay, good. I can ditch you, and my gut is Counterbalance. You know what? I'm going to put away this Island instead and try and Brainstorm for something else next turn. So I want to plug up the board right now, I think. My long-term goal is still to put a Planeswalker into play, and I can only presume that one of his spells is removal. So I'm planning for the Stoneforge to die, but I also want to build out a board state with something like Coat so that when I do find that walker, it's not just I drop it and it dies. Wasteland is probably still my least favorite card. One of my least favorite cards. So yeah, okay, so there's a plow, sure. 2 for 1, we take those. Okay, so now he's just gonna start punching. Okay, so that's a pretty big hierarchy. Okay, so that's a pretty good card. What do I do here? So I could do Counterbalance, Brainstorm, and Swords to Plowshares all in one go. This Cryptic Coat doesn't answer anything anymore because of the hierarchy. No, it does. You know, I think I'm going to stick on my line. I'm going to play out this Cryptic Coat. And then I'll plow. Okay, so I'll threaten something like that. I don't necessarily mind the hierarchs, although he has been stumbling on mana, so maybe I should value them more highly. I think I should value them more highly, actually. Next turn, I'm pretty sure it's Counterbalance, and then maybe I can snipe his next drop with Brainstorm. I do have the blue mana to do it. Enchanter. So, yeah, I mean, I think I just plow this in response. Green. Okay, sure, he makes green. Okay. Okay. So what's going on with this? Like a cub, maybe? Okay, next one. That's pretty good. That's going to become a little bigger. Okay, well, there you go. Blue. Blue. Counterbalance. I'm just going to go ahead and hit this so that he can't play a land next turn. And now I have a Brainstorm and a Counterbalance up to stop whatever he does next, potentially. I think I Brainstorm either way, just because there's so much that I can do. Like if I hit a Jace, I could probably just end this right now. So yeah, I think I am just going to Brainstorm at end step here. Okay, kind of disappointing, won't lie. So we'll just do that. He is pretty choked on mana, so I think I am just going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, now we start beating down, and then I could start going wide with my Cloak army. 2 lands on top, which is not ideal, but I have a fetch to reshuffle it. Okay. Each creature you control has 1/1. Yeah, I'll use it. Revista. Okay, so I reveal a 0. Oh shoot, I forgot to take it back. Ugh. So So I want to save that prismatic ending. There's some you might. Okay, well that yeah, actually that can get kind of cute. There might be an argument for cracking that for mountain before I do cryptic coat, so I don't cut myself off red. But I like the notion of being able to crack this fetch and shuffle. Okay, so he's out of here. So I saw green white. Consign, not really. Staticaster, definitely. So far, I think that's the only thing that I'm like, I must have. I didn't see any. Did I see anything with a big ETB? Not really. I did see a bunch of ward shit, so Dress Down's pretty good. I think Spell Pierce is probably the worst card in here, and it's not really close. Let me just go over this one more time. I got the 2 minutes, so I'm gonna force myself to slow down and look. Green, white, green, white, green, white. No, not really seeing anything. Okay, I think we go like this. So Cryptic Coat was able to just grind that one out over time. It is useful when it's just sitting there blocking for potential planeswalkers, but in this case, those just never materialized. Ew. Do I do this? I think I can do this. I'm on the play. Yeah, I think I keep this. It's not ideal. Like, those are definitely the 3 worst lands you can get because you don't have a blue, but I don't have a cantrip. I can Prismatic Ending an early threat, and then I have Snap Prismatic Ending as well. And then a Force, and Jace maybe one day, although I suspect he might be... I see a world where he is just a Force pitch, but yeah, this is a pretty ugly spread right here in terms of the lands. Okay, Esper Sentinel. So we respond to that by... Okay, well, or we can just get a land. So that's the combo with like Scythe Cat Cub then. Okay, cool. So my read, let's see what he does. Okay, so I was gonna say maybe I should hit the Hierarch if he doesn't make his land drop, but he did. So we're okay. Okay, deck. Might want to chill with the removal here. So I'm just gonna cast that. I'll pay the tax. Yeah, I'll pay 1 to prevent it. Just get him out of here. Okay. So I'm winding up to this Jace. So I snap Prismatic Ending. Seems like it might be okay. Okay, how does this thing work? Disturb each. So how does this work if you... All right, this feels like something we can hit. This doesn't feel like something that justifies a force quite yet. I'm gonna let this one go too. Holy shit. Okay. So what can I do here? So he is officially out of cards. So next turn, my goal is to stick Jace the Mind Sculptor. What needs to come off the board to make that happen? I think Esper Sentinel is probably the best hit. If he gets his card, he gets his card. So he gets his card. Good lord. Okay. Nothing I can do. Well, I could force it, but I feel like that's throwing away my entire endgame. Gaddock Teague. Ouch. Okay. Wow. The Maverick special. Clips would be proud. Okay. So I'm definitely not dead yet. I sub outs. Their first non-creature spell. So I'm gonna ponder. Yes, I will pay for it. That's interesting. So I can dress down at the end step. And kind of go nuts next turn, which is something that I like. So if I dress down next turn, then I can get past Gaddock Teague. Although my board state is still pretty fucked. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just overwhelmed here. He's got this one. Yeah, I just drew too many lands that one, I think. I only saw the one removal spell, unfortunately. Nothing here I do differently, I think. I'm just going to go back in. Yeah, so that one, I feel like it could have gone... Alright, so let's see. I would like to play first. This is fine. So my plan is to Island Plain, Stoneforge, into Cryptic Coat, and then just try to go wide. This Brainstorm is going to be really key going forward because there's at least 2 lands I can put back in this hand right now that I would like to. It's even possible that I just take my next turn off to just Brainstorm. What do I want him to do? Chaplain. Okay, sure. Okay, so we're going to do Stoneforge Mystic. We're going to get Cryptic Coat. Maybe he lets it live, maybe he doesn't. He probably won't. I mean, I assume you just have to, like, plow this thing on site, right? It seems pretty reasonable to me. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. So... think I'm just gonna try and ambush him with this Batterskull, because he's gonna assume maybe that he can attack with Thalia. Maybe. I do think I just put in the Batterskull though, because that's the higher CMC card. If I put in Coat, then I'm not saving 5 mana like I am if I cheat Batterskull in. Cryptic Coat can always come later. But the damage will have been done by the time I put Batterskull in, because he doesn't know about it, and maybe he has a plow and he's just thinking like, okay, so what are we doing? Scythe Cat Cub? Okay, sure. Because now he's like priced himself out of even being able to plow next turn, because he won't be able to pay the tax on his swords. So yeah, sure, okay. Okay, cool. He could crack the fetch, so he could crack the fetch and make it a 4/2. No, I'm not going to throw in my Batterskull for nothing. I can take 3 here. I can afford that. All right, so he's thinking he can go bigger. He probably can. Holy. Okay. So I think... So let's lead off. Let's see what he wants to do with this first. We're just going to attack. Okay, so do I even care about Thalia? I don't love that I'm under this tax all the time, so I probably am just going to get rid of her. I should have cracked that fetch first, because now he has a window to plow me. Which he might take right now, and I'm about to get punished for that. No? Okay. So I definitely left some meat on the bone on that one. So I think we're going to be at the point where we can just flat out outmuscle him pretty soon. This is 2. I don't think I know of anything in here that I'm that alarmed about for 2. Just another cub. Okay. So he's just going to try and outgrow me. Sure. He doesn't know about Cauldra either. One of the few times I've been pleased to draw Cauldra, I will admit. He's just going to try and outpunch me here. Is that the deal? Got a lot of triggers coming down. Yeah, so he's just doing a build a monster. Okay, that's a pretty big monster. Okay, so now we just get to eat it in combat. Hunter's Cauldron. That might get some salt out of him. That's pretty unfortunate for him. I'm not gonna lie about that one. Just gonna brainstorm here, see what we can find. I can do like a Jace Unsummons Scythe Cat Cub. That'd be pretty sweet. So I'm gonna put this Stoneforge under this Cryptic Cub. Blue, Jace. If we just unsummon this Scythe Cat Cub, his entire board state just falls apart. Alright, that one seemed pretty... That seemed like a generally good matchup for me, so I don't want to read too much into that. But, yeah. I guess Scythe Cat Cub's a popular card. Whoa, okay, that was fast. Yeah, this is a keep. I do want some more lands, so in the dark I am just going to ponder looking to set that up. I don't fully know what I'm against. So I'm going to put Plains, Stoneforge, Narset. I'm not going to shuffle. So maybe he's playing the reason I did that, maybe he's playing like some kind of Daze deck, and I can counter a day, or no, I can't. Oh god, I'm an idiot. My counterbalance hasn't resolved yet. Yeah. I got too far in my head. I thought I could protect the counterbalance by putting a 2 on top. Okay, so this is oops then. I mean, it's kind of like pick what you lose. I'm gonna do that. The counterbalance is good enough, and then yeah, Balustrade Spy. So, Jack-o'-lantern. City. How many bridges? You got a Poxwalkers, Fell the Profane, Spy, Dread Return. Okay. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you just get oopsed. I really don't like... This is me personally talking. I really hate that they did not take action against this deck. I feel like they should have, and not doing that was kind of left us in the hole we're in now. Okay, so what's good here? It's hard. Okay, so let's cut like... Okay, so the Stoneforges are absolutely trash in this. So we'll cut 2 Stoneforges and a Batterskull to start. Plows probably aren't that good. They can... The problem is they can sometimes like juke into like this creature plan. So I don't know. Maybe it is good, or maybe they can be made to be good, but I don't know. I don't like Narset. She's too slow. Probably cut a Jace. I like back to basics in this matchup. I think I am just going to cut like all the white removal. Whoopsie. Alright, here, let's try this. Oh, God. This is a deck that I wish Boba was here right now when he got paired into it, because he has said that this matchup, in his mind, is semi-favorable. So I would really be curious to know how he does that. But, I mean, this hand looks good enough. So we have Spell Pierce, Lavinia next turn. to slow things down a bit. Not really, though. The worst part about Lavinia is that she doesn't work against creatures, um, and they're a quote unquote creature combo deck in that they want to gun out a spy. Back to Basics is probably like the most wishful card in this hand. So Spell Pierce, I think I just hit this with Spell Pierce because I'm gonna look real dumb if his next play is one of the Balustrade Spy effects, and I can't Spell Pierce it. So we're gonna use our 1 layer of interaction here to make that to make sure that doesn't happen. So he's gonna Pact. Okay, so he has his Dark Ritual. It's good enough, it's good enough. Okay, cool. This is some really interesting magic. Despise this deck. God, I do not understand why this thing wasn't banned. It's such a miserable play pattern. Like, yes, I get that it's intricate, and yes, I understand that combo players like it, but like having games with Magic end on like turn 1 or turn 2 is just like, I don't know. Normally, Wizards is good about like banning combo out whenever it rears its ugly head, but I don't know. They just didn't this time in their infinite wisdom, I guess. This is a throwback. I've got nothing to like protect fucking anything. I'm so dead. Like, this looks like a hand I'd want against like Delver or something. Ew. Am I just gonna have to go to hell with this? I think I'm just gonna. I mean, I can't really keep this either. He just goes off like turn 1, and I'm just like fucking sitting here with my dick in my hands. Yeah, I'm looking too. Okay, well, that's something. What are the worst cards here? Counterbalance is bad. I'm gonna say Pyroblast is bad just because of this Prismatic Vista. Because I'm not gonna get to red on this and cast Lavinia, and I think I like Lavinia more. So, all right, here we go. Who wants to do it now? Of course, yeah, sure. There's a Thoughtseize. So next turn, so what does he want to do here? I feel like he has to take at least one of the removal spells. Like, my biggest problem with this match right now is that I don't understand like all the little intricacies of it, like all the little different roads I can fucking go down. So I kind of have to win for now with just like overwhelming force. Okay, so he's gonna take Frame Macabre. All right, cool. So I still have Surgical up, although I'm still just gonna Brainstorm at first opportunity. I mean, do I let this happen? I think I have to at least cast off this Brainstorm. Make him, like, think about it. PU. Alright, well... This fucking sucks. Okay. Play a little mental mind game with him, although it's not much of a mind game, truthfully. Probably just takes surgical and then goes off. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have hidden Lavinia. Yeah, I feel like that's something I could have done differently. Alright. Well, I'm not dead yet. So I'm going to keep this consign up because it can actually stop some of what he does. That is a very slow start from Oops. The Oops player has more lands than me. How messed up is that? So we're just going to put those 2 Stone Forges back. What do I feel like my line forward is? So there's a lowest point. Enters. So I can consign this, and I will. Although this is where not hitting my land traps fucks me, because I would like to have the Spell Pierce back up. Okay. Cool. So now, like, back to basics more or less wins it. Okay. So if I draw land, I win. If not, I still have Spell Pierce to kind of fend something off. I don't know what the other contents of his hand are, though. So really, my best draw is land, please God. Land? Hey, you know what? I will take it. I have said you are the worst land in the deck, but right now I just needed something that tapped for mana. And you do indeed, despite all I say, tap for mana. So this Spell Pierce is going to be really key. I can't let him ramp into anything. You know what? I'm not even going to complain. I would like a white source so I can cast this to Fairy out. And invalidate a lot of his instant speed stuff. Please. Okay, cool. Means to Fairy. Just gonna bounce nothing. Okay, cool. Still have Spell Pierce and Surgical up as layers of interaction. Shoot, I forgot to +1 him. That is gonna matter. Alright, so I'm gonna just get a Plains here. Just gonna brainstorm. There's a lot that I can find here that's relevant. Okay, just gonna keep plussing. I have pretty confident in my hand right now. Then next turn I have a draw 2. Off to Fairy, that is. There's 6. Okay. When this creature enters... Okay, so I'm just going to consign this again. I'm just going to pay the 1. I just like doing it. I know Teferi's down and that it's probably fine, but I'm just not going to take that chance. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, this game was pretty easy to solve. It just ended up being don't let him resolve the Balustrade Spies or whatever. But the more worrying stuff is what happens after Balustrade Spy resolves, because they often can jam this first one through, and then what you really have to do is understand their deck's graveyard lines and try to pull those apart. But in this case, we got away with just being stupid and stopping his spies from resolving or mattering and even getting to that point. So far, I do feel myself getting a little bit better as I play this. I do appreciate that Boba and Clips are talking to me about how to play this, because I think this deck is deceptively difficult. I'm starting to see the Matrix, as it were, but I'm definitely not at their level yet. Okay, well, this one's going to be a bit of a wait, huh? Oh boy. Okay. Jeez. This is kind of ridiculous. Okay. How else can I fill dead air here? So stuff that I'm thinking about for next time, I sit down with Boba and Clips, is probably an overview of some sideboard cards. I've kind of abandoned this notion that I can have a fully mapped out sideboard. It just takes too much time to maintain, because the meta is going to shift. Hell, the sideboard that makes sense, the online, might not even make sense if all you do is play paper, because
if you know like the same 5 or 6 guys are showing up every week, you should absolutely be, tuning your sideboard to beat that. So I think what is a better idea is just going over, I don't know, maybe the 20-ish or so cards that I think most players will actually end up considering in decks, in sideboards, and then just going over why they're good and where they're good, so that if you have a targeted meta, you can kind of scroll down that list and just pick out what you need. And if you're just going to say, look, I'd like to just generally be good, you can always just Google or go on MTG Top 8 or something and just find Boba's latest list. And that's going to be, I would say, the quote unquote default sideboard that you should think about if you're just going to play this into an online meta. So that's kind of where my head's at with that. But I will say that it has been nice to see a lot of people benefiting from this. I know that several people have contacted both Clips and Boba saying, hey, they're learning, which is, I mean, the whole reason I'm doing this. I just wanted to get better at the deck myself, but it's always nice if it benefits other people, and I think that putting it up as I am is probably a good idea. Well, what do you think? Can we keep this? Jesus. Okay, well, I mean, sure. Oh, sorry. Keep, and I'm gonna put this Volk back. And say done. Don't love them all again to 6 already. So what? This is probably like beans, I'm guessing. Yeah, this smells like beans. So what I'm gonna do is ponder, and I'm gonna hit either prismatic. No, not prismatic ending. Prismatic ending or force of will, and then I'll force the beans or try to end it and make them force. So, like when we went, so I'll save talking about it more until I actually know what they're gonna do. But right now, I have a pretty, I'm assuming it's beans, and I have a pretty clear dig. Okay, so ponder, please. Survey says none of the above. I don't think I want that Stoneforge Mystic anyway. Is it too early to go in on the value game there? No, I think I need to answer the Beanstalk first. Fairy's not bad. That kind of sucks not hitting your 4 forces through your 7 outer, but I mean, I guess that's magic, right? Oh, okay. I don't rightly know what this is right now. I'm a little confused. Blue, blue, ice. Okay. So this is some kind of random brew then. I'm just gonna ponder again then. I don't think he's playing a fair matchup, so I don't want any of these. I mostly want to force him, I think, but I'll draw Stoneforge anyway. I'm kind of intrigued what he's doing. So he just cycled that. Blue, blue, green, Uro. Okay. So this probably is just Beanstalk with Fire Ice to So I'm gonna play Teferi next turn because I feel like Back to Basics is my actual win con here, and it seems to me more than likely that he has an out for this. So we're just gonna launch a tester out here. Teferi? Okay. I'm
just gonna cash in my card now. Okay, so I got my Force of Will for back to basics. So I think next turn my plan is just back to basics into Jace, and then Stoneforge cleans up one day. Do I even... 1, 2, 3... Man, look at this fucking mana base. So he can't Ura. Well, okay, so he's gonna bolt. That's fine. Got my value out. Brainstorm. Yeah, come on, just keep spending mana. Keep spending mana. You know you want to. So what is this, like a Murktide Regent? It seems like it would be really aggressive. Okay, so he gets Regent. So yeah, I think it's just back to basics. I take a hit, and then I unsummon it and win with Force Backup. Yeah, that's my line. Okay. This is definitely a Beanstalk deck. If he has Veil of Summer, I lose on the spot, but here we are. So Jason summon, then Stoneforge take it away. So this is what he was, by he I mean Boba was saying, that the Beans deck, which I'm presuming this is actually just pretty bad if you don't have Beanstalk. And they're only 38% to have it in a 40-card hand, so what we're seeing is, like, the bad side of Beans. Like, they just... Without Beanstalk, this is freaking atrocious for them. I'm going to drop this Jace on their head. Say bye-bye. And next turn I'm in the clear. So I'm about to untap with a Jace, which is a very commanding position. Okay, so he's gonna Fury. Alright, well, can't have it all, I guess. Okay, I mean, that's still a 2-for-1, and I knocked out his Archetype Regent, so I'm still generally okay with this exchange. I think I'm gonna get Batterskull. I would like a little bit of life gain now that I've seen that he has a Murktide Regent, because I don't have an answer to that pending yet, so a bit of life gain could potentially go quite a ways. And I'm at the point in my mana development where it doesn't really matter if he kills a Stoneforge. So is he just going to go get this Uro out? One, two, three. Blue, blue. Okay, cool. I think I withhold this land in case I find a Brainstorm. because 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I have enough stuff to do. I think I start with holding lands at this point just to, you know what? No, I don't. Am I kidding? This deck is so mana hungry. So I think I'm at the point. I might have to get red off this prismatic ending in case he goes down this Uro rabbit hole. Okay, so he's just bolting me. So he's bolting me. And then he's going to play a 5/5, I think. Is that how big this thing is? He has 2 instants, so it's a 5/5, right? Yeah, okay. So, but then I can just equip Batterskull into my Stoneforge and get a 5/6, and then I outmeasure him in the dick measuring contest. Here's this Batterskull. Why is this like a different color? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna ponder. If I can plow it or unsummon it, I will. Just gonna go any order on this. I don't have one. Okay. Well. So next turn I can snap ponder. And his 5/5 region is not that scary. Sure, you can surveil. Sure. Snapcaster Mage. I'm gonna ponder to try and get some good looks in for an out here. Found my out. No, I will not. Just get planes. Chase again. Say goodnight. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't given up yet. What do I do now? Okay. So Beanstalk, Red Blasts are good. I think that's more or less all I want. Dress Down. I didn't see black, so I don't know if Dress Down's any good here. It can kind of stop an Uro, sort of, but not really. I'm going to drop a Dress Down and 2 swords, I think. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with this. Okay. I mean, if he's not a Beanstalk deck, then I genuinely don't understand what's going on anymore. But yeah, so that's kind of what Boba was saying. Like Beanstalk Sans the Beans is a pile of fairly embarrassing cards, and that falls into the what's 100 minus 38, like 62% chance that he doesn't have it.
So Spell Pierce is a good answer to Beans, so I will be keeping this. I can just harass his first Beans that comes down. God, this one-off Spell Pierce is so good sometimes, and other times it's just so awful. But I mean, so far when it showed up tonight, it's been good. So what I'm gonna do is play Prismatic Vista, represent Spell Pierce. If he forces to protect Beans, that's fine. I can follow up with a Prismatic Ending. Basically, almost nothing else, as I understand it, from the opposing deck matters, other than just like denying them a Beanstalk. If you can deny them a Beanstalk, the rest of it just kind of falls into place, because their cards are after that are kind of bad if the only thing they can do is cantrip. All right, show me a Beanstalk. Sure looks like it. Or not. Okay. Okay, so whatever was on top, he liked it enough to keep it. It's fine. So I'm gonna Prismatic Ending this thing, and I can keep up Spell Pierce for Beanstalk, which I assume is what he left on top. We can just trade one for one out easily like that. No worries. And all the while, like, I'm building up to this chase. If I get him to blow his forces and his other shit on protecting a Beanstalk, then I can actually probably just play Jace and take over. Maybe. Red Blast is still not a great answer. Him having Red Blast is not great still, but it's never going to be perfect, I guess. Huh. What are we doing over there? I'm fairly curious that he hasn't done much of anything, honestly. So, okay. I don't feel compelled to do anything. I don't feel threatened by his deck at the moment. Green, blue. What is this? Coatl? No. Borrower? Oh, he's just flashing an Endurance. Yeah, sure. Okay. You have an Endurance. That's fine. What is this effect? Oh, is that the Summoning Sickness effect? Or is this just some kind of weird foiling now? Okay. Okay, so I hope he goes for Beanstalk. Maybe it's not a Beanstalk deck, but like, I just don't understand how that could be at this point. Maybe my brain is just like, I like mentally can't process that this isn't a Beans deck. Maybe that's like my limitation or whatever. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want to save this for maybe Mountain. So because next turn I want a Prismatic Ending that and Spell Pierce to try and protect it against a cantrip or something that comes out. Back to basics would be a pretty sick draw here. Okay, I can live with this. So I'm gonna put 2 of these back. And then I don't need it right now, but I am just gonna fetch Mountain just to round out my colors. Because there's a non-zero that I draw Pyroblast here.
So Spell Pierce is kind of past its prime. So I'm just going to do Stoneforge Mystic here. Try and feed him 2-for-1s now. If he gets a Beanstalk, I'll have to deal with it at this point. I have Snapcaster Mage, Prismatic Ending to do that. I think I just take Code again. Sure. Okay. So I can throw Code out and see what he does. Okay, what is this deck? This deck is so odd. Like, this screams to me like it should be a Beanstalk deck, but I don't know how I haven't seen a Beanstalk. Okay, so I'm going to get Wastelanded. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so he's got 1 card to my 5, so I feel like I'm pretty good once I can just unlock my mana base here. I mean, everything in this deck is a blue source but the 1 plane, so getting to that seems not improbable. It's just like a 4-color tempo build. Alright, so here's a Ponder. So I'm going to take this Swords, and then I'm going to cast the Stoneforge next turn. Maybe this isn't a Beans deck, because I just... Okay, whatever. I don't know what's going on anymore. Because he plays enough of these, like, bolts and other things that it's like, oh, maybe this, like, isn't a Beans deck, but this sure feels like it should be a Beans deck. Otherwise, it's, like, 4-color just... Am I just looking at, like, a 3-4 color pile? 3-color pile, red, green. So rug pile. Okay, cool. Yeah. Bolt. What is this? Fury? Yeah, it's a Fury hard cast, huh? Cool. Well, obviously can't let that live, so that'll be a Snap Plow. So I'm pretty scared of a Murktide Regent right now, because that thing can actually one-shot me. I don't think I've dug out of the bottom of my deck yet. Okay, come on, just pass. Yeah, thank you. Pass, pass. Okay, so now I have an answer. I knew that was there. I just mentally forgot. Yes. Give me that sweet, sweet batter skull. If you got it, you got it. The only thing I'm thinking is he might have an endurance. But what is this? Just like a bolt or something? Okay, it's 3rd lightning bolt. Okay, sure. Okay, guess not. All I do is play Cryptic Code, I think. The next chance I get, it's just going to be a Jace. I don't think there's anything blue on the stack who's going to put that as, like, I must Pyroblast this. So, now I'm doing, like, 5 a turn, which is substantially more noticeable. Okay, so, Scries. It's Tropical Island back. Okay, cool. Well, alright. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that is the actual last bad draw on my deck. But maybe I'm wrong. So I'm going to Pyroblast anything blue that I see. Blue, blue. Blue, blue, green, green. Okay, so I think I Pyroblast this on its way out. Although this is pretty unfortunate. That is a very good card. And it means my clock is no longer working. So I think I just Pyroblast this into hell. And I'm going to spend Pyroblast because I only have one of those in the deck. Counter target spell if it's blue. Cast. Whereas I have 2 red elemental blasts, so he can't surgical something. He can't surgical it. Okay. Kind of unfortunate, but so I think I do just return this. Give me a Jace. Island. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Okay. What? Jace. I swear I'm good for it. Okay. Cool. Cauldron under Batterskull. Now I have like force backup and everything. Wow, fucking finally. I'd rather not play against this. It's kind of insane it took that long for Up the Beanstalk to show up. That's a pretty unfortunate turn of events for him. So he's trying to... Okay. Yeah, I mean, Fury. Alright. What are you gonna do? So you're gonna kill off my Snap and my Jace, probably. Right? It's gotta be. Okay. Sweet.
So how do I want to deal with this thing? Deals 4 damage as it sees fit. Red, I could Teferi bounce it. Make him replay it next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. So how do I want to do this? I think I do just want to use Teferi. I'd rather him keep playing this out again. I'll just make him take his last turn again. Okay, or I can just do that. So I force that thing coming down, and I have a red blast for Uro, and I am once again in control of this. I wish I didn't have to pitch Cryptic Coat, but I have other things I can do. So we're just gonna hit that. Jason's whatever I think of Cryptic Coat, Jason's better. It's just the reality of the situation. Do I do this? I want to save this for his Uro next turn, so I'm going to let this go. So I have an unharassed turn. Here's a Jace. Here's a Brainstorm. Bingo. So I can put these two back, I feel like. And the next turn is back to basics after he taps out in a fairly committal way to put Uro into play. And it doesn't work out anyway. Green. Do it. No. Okay, you can have up the beanstalk, sure. Red, blue. Green. Green. Minsk. Wowzers. Okay, there's one I haven't seen in a hot second. That one might have pulled it out for him. So it's going to depend what he wants to do here. Not really, though, right? Yeah, okay. Okay.
So what can I do? So I think I do need to brainstorm because he makes that every turn. Okay. That's not that helpful, unfortunately. I can't do anything. 1, 2, 3. -2, sacrifice a creature. No, yeah, that's it. Wow. All right. He came back. Darn. All right. So, I do want that blue blast. Is there anything else? That was a very good game. It's bad. Like the problem is I like all of these cards. I feel like going down. I don't know if I want to go down one more Swords to Plowshares. That makes me feel kind of queasy. Counterbalance is still good. Pyroblast, Pyroblast. Stoneforge is really good. All my cards are good. I think it is just Swords to Plowshares then. All right. I keep this. So it's going to be force defended off, and then I hope I get 3 lands so I can deploy Teferi and Narset and just go to town that way. Land? Okay. So if he beanstalks, so he kept it on top. Green. So we have a massive time advantage too, which is nice. So we're just not gonna let him. We're just not gonna let him play with beanstalk if we can help it. Just gonna get here and play Teferi out. Okay, counterbalance. My biggest fear is Minsk, I think.
So I'm going to read that as I don't have force, or I think he would have used it. So if that's the case, I think I'm just going to try and slam Narset, make him deal with that, then go to Jacetown. Okay, I take this force. I mean, right now he's got 2 pressure screwing down on him. As much as like this Narset is doing him in, also like time is becoming an issue for him. I am just not interested in letting him kill this Narset. Back to basics. Okay, so he had to exile Minx to do that. That's fine. Next turn is Jace. Another Pyroblast. Probably. I'm just gonna brainstorm, try and bury him. Okay. So Batterskull under the other Jace. I already played my land for the turn. I did not. Okay. Cool. I have a feeling he might bolt the Jace or something, so I think having access to one more might be a pretty good thing. Nah, man. I'm just going to counter. I'm just going to stifle everything he does. Okay, so he can draw a card off that, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, okay, sure. Pyroblast, Bolt, something. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go another Jace here. Let's brainstorm. I'd like to deal with this Tamio if I can. These two. I actually like these cards. He can have his free. I mean, he can draw his land or whatever. I mean, he can draw his spell or whatever, but the problem is he's so low on time that like it's almost not going to matter. I think Boba might pop on for one. Let me see what he's up for. Yeah,
because like this Spell Pierce is like super sick now. Okay. Just gonna brainstorm again. I just feel like burying him. Batterskull under. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, you can't ever flip it because of Tamio, and now you can't even crack the clue. I mean, you could, I guess. I don't even care about the Tamio, or the, I don't even care about the Tamio, honestly. There. Alright, well, he's got 58 seconds to try and figure out how to win this. Yeah, alright. Let me see if Boba wants to hop in. So there might be some downtime here. I think Boba might hop in for one. So he might hop in for one or two just to play through it for fun. So yeah, I'll just give him a few minutes. Worst comes to worst, I just like cut this out in editing, or I don't and just leave it as dead air. So just stare at my screen for a bit. Can you hear me? Hey, what's up? All right, so far so good. A bunch of 2-1s, not as clean.
Yeah,
as
you won all
yours,
three, I
but-
guess.
Sorry. Oh, you still in here? All right. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I don't know if you're like, I'm guessing you just stepped out, so I'll just pause for a bit until you come back. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't sure whether I just heard you say something and cough. I wasn't sure what I heard. Okay. I'll just play it. I don't know if you want to voice or if you just want to chill and watch. Yeah, I'm not as clean as you on this stuff. It's getting better. You can't hear me, right? Oh, I have to hold down. Oh, I forgot. Okay, hold on. All right, there. Now you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me now, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had it pushed to talk because I was playing something else earlier. All right. All right. I'll just go. I guess I'll just line up another one. But yeah, my matches aren't as clean as yours. I tend to make mistakes and maybe give away a game or two. The one Beans took off me, they got a pretty good. They got me good with the top decked Ming Skimbu, but that kind of slipped through all the cracks I had. It's been a while since I've seen that card. Yeah. All right, so Boba's kind of here. He's probably just gonna watch some. I don't know, maybe talk me through it or just type it. So he'll be going in my other ear. And we begin another wait.
Yeah, the Beans deck was weird. Like it had like 3 or 4 lightning bolts, Minkskin Boo, and I didn't see Beans at all for game one and most of game two, and it was kind of getting to the point where based on the cards he was playing and just not seeing it, I almost talked myself into thinking he was not Beans somehow. It's like I don't know. It's just like what are all like the because he played endurance too. It's like what the hell are all these like non four or whatever beans is CMC's like doing in this thing? But whatever. All right, here we go. Yu Yan 1 2 3. Yeah, I always start first. I mean, this looks like a keep. I don't think there's much to say about that. We can't really hide how basic we are, so I guess I just lead on basic island and see what comes out of it. Turn one, maybe a brainstorm depending on where things are. Although I could see waiting to try and cash in a Stoneforge Mystic activation. Try and make that +1 a little more meaningful. Okay. So I think I just jam the Stoneforge into this. If he dazes, that's fine because my turn 3 is a back to basics. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do here. If he dazes, that's fine. What is this, like a stifle? Yeah, okay. So should I read that as him not having days or him just wanting to use his stifle to answer that? Because I now I don't know how good this back to basics is. I mean, it's probably still fine, and it's not like I can. It's like I'm gonna play it now. So I'm just gonna lead off with this ponder here. I like this Jace eventually. Like everything but the flooded strand. So I'm gonna put that bottom. Put that up there, put that up there. No, I don't. Here's this island. And I don't know, maybe just get an attack in. So what is this now? Some kind of tempo-y deck with Stifle? Okay, so it's like a bug deck. Don't think I want to play into this, so I'm just gonna pass here. I don't think I even want to. Well, I don't mind it because that'll give me a window to brainstorm. You know what? No, I'm not going to. I'm just on Bowmaster watch right now. Is he just like waiting to stifle shit? Like if I crack this fetch, is he gonna stifle? I'm fine with it if he does. No, okay. Cool. So I could. What are my options? I could Jace and +2. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing here. Just a Jace. I'm not going to brainstorm because he has. It's quite likely he has a Bowmaster.
So I think just plus 2ing and keeping Jace generally out of harm's way is probably fine. Okay. Okay. Puts 1 card on top of his library, so he's going to plus 2 anyway, so that's fine. I think Brainstorm's good enough to put away. Yeah, I will use it. Take this opportunity to brainstorm. Yikes. Okay. I'm gonna put Tundra and Back to Basics. Hide the Back to Basics. I think that's another killer card. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that's why you hide the Back to Basics. Now he has no idea about it. I mean, it's not gonna crush him. I think he has enough basics that it's probably still mostly fine. Okie dokie then. He's just gonna concede. So I'm reading this as like some kind of bug creature deck. And if that's the case, I'm going to sideboard like there's some kind of bug tempo deck. Which means I want what? I think I like those for... He never saw Back to Basics. I just don't know what his deck does. Like, I have a hard time... Okay, so, you know, let's run with this for now. I mean, he's running Stifle, so that kind of tells me that he's not like a grindy control, I think. Yeah, my mana base plays around Stifle. Yeah, this is fine. Let's try and line up a land drop here. That's pretty good. I don't like that it doesn't cast Narset. Let's just do this. I like having Staticaster around. Notionally, that's a pretty good card. Is this a Beans deck too? Everything just a fucking Beans deck? Okay, fine, whatever. Kind of sucks. Beans decks run Stifle now, sure. Why not? Why wouldn't they? So he's like bug beans, alright. Yeah, I didn't realize he was beans, and now I think I'm just buried here. He's playing like it's another beans deck, but he didn't do anything, and he just played Stifle, so I assumed he was some kind of tempo variant. But now I think I'm just buried under a double beanstalk game. So I'll just do Stoneforge. I
think I have to go for Cauldron here, since that's one of the few ways I can actually win this in a timely manner. Yeah, siding up my forces into this is a disaster. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. So my last hope here is to just Narset, but I am fully convinced he is just going to force it. I don't know how he wouldn't have a force. Yeah, okay. He's got this one. Okay, so I got a bit head faked. Game 1. So now that I know what he is, definitely want all of this stuff. Probably 2 swords come out. Don't need Staticaster. Dress down is okay. Don't love it, don't hate it. You know what? I think I do just cut dress down here. Yeah. Okay. Well, now that I know he's a beanstalk deck, it's a lot easier. Yes, I would like to play first. I will keep this. He plays Stifle, so I just crack fetch here. I think I want Island to try and rep a counterbalance next turn. Thoughtseize. Yep. Okay. It's probably back to basics. Counterbalance, huh? Okay. Cool. Doesn't want to play a game against counterbalance, which I understand. I think I just get planes here. So now I can get to 3 mana unharassed. And that's enough for my Teferi, or my back to basics next turn. Bug. Blue, green. I think I cast. I want Jace. I'm casting Teferi. Yes, I can pay for that. I mean, I don't know what he's doing otherwise. Okay. That seemed like a very odd sequence. So if I draw another land, it's Jace. Land. Any land. Okay. Or not. Alright, that's a land. Jace. Hope he doesn't have another daze. Spell Pierce. That's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not great, but he's falling so far behind on lands. I don't know what his idea was with this introduction, with his opening play to like daze the beanstalk, but I mean, sure, whatever, I guess. My hand actually doesn't do anything. That's a little weird. Thoughtseize? No. Okay. Oh, there you go. Just gonna chill. He's gonna island cycle, okay. Cool. Island, yeah. I think I just Pyroblast this. I'm not interested in... Not really all that interested in redoing this. And letting him progress me. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. That's life, I guess. That's pretty rough. So many good draws. Just gonna jam a Jace here. He hasn't manipulated much, so if he's got it, he's got it. I'm gonna +2. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, that's not surprising. And that's why you +2. I think I do want to use his ability. I don't have an answer to that yet. So next turn I have double snap to block it. Blue, blue. What is this? A regent? So I can unsummon that. That's fine. So what are my bet? I think a basic mountain is very good. Yeah, that ain't it. So I have to put that back. So he's going for another beanstalk, presumably. So we're just gonna do this again. Wall, force of will. Okay, sure. Like it matters. So I'm just gonna block the Bowmaster, and then I unlock my Brainstorm next turn. Oh shoot, he attacked me with the Orc army. Okay. Wow, I think he grievously misallocated his resources there. So I think at this point it's pretty clear it's just a Brainstorm. I have this chance, and I am going to take it. White, Stoneforge Mystic.
Okay. Yes. Cryptic coat. So I'm not actually that afraid of him. If he has a Bowmaster, he has a Bowmaster, but what I don't want to do is lose on the ground. So I'm going to play out this Cryptic Coat here. He can probably try to redeploy Regent next turn, but I have Red Blast for that. And worst comes to worst, I can just unsummon it too. I don't know how it would get to that point, but... Beanstalk. Sure. What's under this? Flooded Strand. Okay, cool. Alright, neat. 4-0. So far. Well, so far so good. That's 4-0, but they've all been 2-1, so they haven't been very clean. Did you want to sit in and try and get me the drag me across line for the 5-0? Yeah, sure. People always want to hear what you have to say, so yeah, pop in. I'll take yeah, if we can 5-0 it, I mean, I take those extra points and everything all day long. Gives me more free practice. Yeah, I'll wait for you to hop in the call. So far it's felt pretty solid. Once Boba explained how the beans decks work, I feel like I've been maybe not as clean as Boba, but I feel like I've definitely gotten to the point where I know how to pick it apart. That last opponent was odd, though. I don't know what he was thinking with that daze.
I was like tuning in and out of your last match.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a beans matchup. At some point it's just about the beanstalks. I just kind of listen to your advice and just let them not have beanstalk and then beat them down with all my other 2-for-1s.
Yeah, their deck is pretty bad if they don't have a beans in play.
Yeah. All right. Well. Okay. Well, let's see what round 5 gives me. Yeah. All right. Well, so far this has been a pretty successful league. I know I made mistakes, and it's definitely not as clean as yours. I'm used to seeing like a bunch of 2-0s whenever you play. I like make a mistake, I give them a point, and then I have to like go earn it back. Okay. God, last time I had to wait like 5 minutes for an opponent. It was kind of maddening.
I don't think I've played very much now that I think about it since the paper event in Santa Clara.
Yeah, I've had a hard
That
time
was,
making weeklies, but I mean, this is...
I think that was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
Was that the
something.
5K you were talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was up in Santa Clara.
Yeah.
It's not too far, actually. I mean, it's a decent drive, but it's not awful.
It was like a 1 hour flight. It was pretty chill.
Oh, you actually just flew up? Okay.
Yeah. I don't have time for that drive.
I'll play first. I don't I think we have to keep it, but my first instinct is that we should ponder to try and find a white source.
Yeah.
All right. Island, ponder. Yeah, I like all this. Okay, so we're maybe looking at like blue-black reanimator or some kind of Demir tempo.
Probably.
All right, I think I just put this in and pass, and then crack fetch on their end step. I don't really have another
You should
play
probably crack
otherwise.
the fetch now.
Are you that worried about stifle out of these decks?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you're
Okay.
guaranteed a fetch anyways because you don't want to draw that next island.
Yeah.
You might as well do it now.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I've been seeing stifle more, but I don't know whether that's just. I don't know. I saw it once. I don't know whether or not that's people just playing with their favorite card or whether it's real. All right, next turn is probably just an island. Don't have anything else to do, so pass. I'll brainstorm at any point if I see a Bowmaster come out to play.
If he has a Kaido, we kind of just lose here, huh?
Yeah, that is unfortunate, actually. I hadn't considered that.
You should probably brainstorm after his resolves.
Okay. I have a window, right? Okay.
It's unfortunate. Looks like we're going to lose game one.
Yeah. Archon isn't that bad. Okay. So it's what, Volk under Island, probably?
No.
Or Volk Teferi. I mean, Teferi's probably... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's better. Right. Give us half a shot at bouncing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's upkeep brainstorming, but okay. I'm not sure why.
That's odd.
Kind of bizarre.
Ponder, okay. Okay, so nothing.
Okay.
So I probably just play this Prismatic Vista.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I just get a second planes, crack fetch and pass.
Let's see here.
Well, I mean, I guess I could ponder to try and find something. Put a Snapcaster in play.
I think we just wait.
Okay. I'll just crack the fetch now while I'm waiting. Because I don't want what's underneath.
You're less inclined to do this now because it's almost unheard of for Reanimator to have Stifle. It's quite rare.
Okay. I was gonna have to do it anyway, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but the difference is there's a reasonable chance that you might brainstorm end step,
Yeah.
and if, in response to one of his cards. Now you can't properly fetch
Right.
because you have two whites, and you don't know whether you were going to draw a Pierce or a Plow.
Yeah. So I think it's Island, Snapcaster Mage, attempt to ponder.
No, you just play an island and pass.
Yeah, island pass. Okay. Just don't do anything.
But it's pretty much about time to, quote, make him have it.
Yeah.
So during his end step, if he doesn't do anything interesting on his turn, it's time to brainstorm off a snap.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Bowmasters. So. I think I brainstorm now. So I don't want him to Kaido. I think I'm gonna force here. Okay. So, okay. I think I'm fine with this happening. I can discard the force and still be okay. I just discard this force. To fairy bounce.
Okay, I'm back, and all I see is we're out of cards, and they have a lot of cards.
So I'm just gonna bounce this Archon, deploy Stoneforge.
Yeah. Yeah, what happened to all your cards, man?
He played a Bowmaster at end step. I kind of forced it to try and play around Kaito, and then he.
Well, first of all, he's on Reanimator, so although
Okay.
Kaido is like possible, it's unlikely.
Okay, I thought Kaito might be in there, so I probably shouldn't have forced that then.
I mean, Kaido is a maybe, but like
Yeah.
there's bigger threat. There's Archon the Grave, right?
Yeah.
And we're dealing with Bowmaster. I don't think you play around Kaido there.
Okay, and then then when he went to reanimate Kaito, no, when he went to reanimate Archon, he had a force for Plow, and then I discarded the other Plow. And then I discarded the force from my hand. So I think here I don't think
You
I
deploy
see.
Stoneforge.
Yeah. Okay. And then just get coat.
Batterskull.
Batterskull? Any reason you want Batterskull here? Well, I mean, I
To
guess you
attack
can
and
just hard
defend at
cast
the
it.
same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Archon's 8 mana, right, or some shit?
Yeah, Archon's like 8.
Alright. I came back to a really messed up board state. I feel like there was probably a mess up somewhere in there.
There probably was. You know me. So I don't think. I probably could just Prismatic Ending the Bowmaster, right?
Nah, you just passed.
Alright.
As long as he was a natural 8 mana, we're fine.
He sure is working his way up to it. Want to give me some... So what is this, like a Bowmaster is going to kill the token? Probably.
Even if he does, we don't care, so
Yeah.
we're going to attempt to block it.
I figured as much.
He could just push you too. He can just push you too, which is fine.
Yeah. Because I can always just
If it's a
re-equip it next turn.
Yeah, that's
Worst
why we
comes
got
to
Battle
worst,
Skull,
yeah.
not Cryptic Coat.
Okay.
He's going to borrow it, I think. Yeah, so bounce in response. Return the Battle Skull in response. Take the 2 damage.
So you fizzle it. You fizzle the spell, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's actually a really cool... I hadn't thought about that, but you are right. Yeah, so not just fizzles, goes to graveyard.
Yeah, so he burned his Petty Theft for 2 damage. That's fine. Alright, play the mountain and we just pass turn again.
Do it again?
Yeah. The devil's in the details. This is why there's a bunch of idiots saying that Battle Skull is bad. People just have no idea on how to play Magic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so he's got 7.
Yeah, it's fine. It resolves.
I can just unsummon that next turn.
Yeah.
So he has 2 cards, one of which is Archon, so...
Yeah,
I'm
so we
pretty
need
safe
to
to
make
resolve
sure he
whatever I
doesn't
want.
hard cast it. Actually, it's kind of interesting here.
So I could start... No, I can't really start racing him, right? I mean, what's the Stoneforge going to get? Cauldra? But the Dragon
You play the
flies.
Jace first. That thing's an 8/8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just unsummon it.
Jace.
Yeah, just unsummon it.
Yeah.
Unless the last card might be Force of Will, though, in which case it would suck.
It's starting to seem like it might be.
Okay, so it's a Force of Will. It's a pretty good draw. Sure, so that resolves.
Okay.
So if he swings...
We're not dead, but we go to 1, and he can
we're
only swing
dead
with
per
Regent.
se.
Huh?
Yeah, we're not dead per se.
We could...
So you basically have to ending his Bowmaster.
And then
Yeah,
hope
he
that's
has
good enough.
his
Yeah.
Bowmaster and then pass turn. Because he's 1 damage short, and then you have to hope he doesn't draw a land. And if he doesn't draw a land, then you can just brainstorm and find it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You could smash with the Battle Skull to gain 4, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, so we just have to dodge Bowmaster.
Okay, well, he didn't shuffle, so...
Do you have a Bowmaster? Are we dead? Yeah, we're dead. What is that? Yeah, Bowmaster. Alright, so we're dead.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I can't help but feel like we probably shouldn't be in this position, but it's okay, I guess. That's what games 2 and 3 are for.
So we begin sideboarding. I presume these are good. These are good. Staticaster's in the maybe pile. I can't tell if I'm overboarding. I don't feel like Narset's very good. Back to Basics is like a maybe. I feel like I'm struggling with cuts here. Dress Down might be okay.
It's hard for me when I have like these decks that ride the line between combo and just general aggro, because I don't really know what to cut. Maybe Pyroblast isn't that good here because it doesn't hit anything other than Murktide Regent, and Swords is a better general answer.
The way you board matters as far as like what you see game one and what you're anticipating.
I mean, I'm
So
anticipating.
it matters if they play Tamio or not, and it matters if you think Barrel Goys are coming in or not.
What am I looking
Right? We did
for?
see
Yeah.
Tamio game one, which changes things.
So maybe the red blasts aren't good.
Without Tamio, the Red Blasts are not as good.
I didn't see them last game, and I guess if if he shows them to me, he shows them to me. But if I had to guess, I'm gonna say that I think I should probably cut a force. I'm gonna say that this is how I would sideboard for 4 graveyard hates, although I don't know if that's going too far into it.
You should grab all 4 Graveyard Hate, put it in, remove the Cauldron, bring back the Force of Will,
Okay.
take out the Pierce, bring back all 3 back, the back to basics and the dress downs. You need all 3 of them.
Okay.
And then you have to remove 2 Prismatic Endings.
Because their threats are all just too big for it. Okay.
And then we have to remove 1 more card.
No, I have
You already
60.
took out Pierce. You already took out Pierce, right?
Yeah. I'm at 60,
Right.
so I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a good hand because it beats everything.
Yeah.
If they play on the ground, your Stoneforges win. If they go for the graveyard, they lose. They lose even harder.
Okay. I presume I don't fetch right now, since we're not worried
No.
about Stifle anymore. Okay.
We are not. The way you would have sideboarded was very different.
Yeah. I think that much is clear.
I have to handle something. I'll be back.
Yeah. I'm not under pressure to do anything. I think I just pass with this.
You're playing Stoneforge, right?
Okay, I am. I wasn't sure about going it into days because I don't have a turn 3 play. But
Well, your turn 3 plays another Stoneforge.
well, yeah, but okay. I mean, like a 3-mana play that's daysable, but okay, point taken. I brought in. I did not bring in. Red.
It's Island
Blast.
Plains. You didn't bring in
Yeah,
Blast.
okay, that's what I thought. And then what? Just like Cauldron, make them respect it.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a Stifle? No, okay. It's probably just gearing up for a days, maybe.
That's
Okay.
fine.
And it's a Cauldron.
Oh, okay. One of the dumb players that bring in Consign against Stoneblade. We take those. Okay, so he does have Tamio. So you can, okay, so he's flipping it right away. It's somewhat of an issue because we only have 1 kill spell for a flip Tamio in the deck.
Well, I have another Stoneforge next turn that can get a Cauldron, which will
probably put him in a
Yeah, but
bind.
you don't have 4 lands yet. You go to 3 lands, and the Stoneforge can't deal damage to it. But it's okay. It's definitely not over yet.
So I'm thinking another Stoneforge.
Um, let's see here. Yeah, just play another Stoneforge.
And then when he tries to, the only thing I can think he could do is try to.
You're gonna have to defend the Stoneforge though. If he tries to discard it, you have to brainstorm in response and hope he doesn't have Daze or Force.
I feel okay. I'll just get Batterskull, I guess. Oh no, we took
Yeah.
out. Oh shoot, I forgot we
We
took
took
that
out
out.
Cauldron. Yeah, I took out Cauldron because we didn't see Tameo game
Yeah,
1. I think
fair
he went like 30 cards deep and we never saw it. But that's okay. We can take Cryptic.
Okay.
That's fine. We can just take Cryptic and then we can ponder. We have to ponder now. I forgot we took out Cauldron because we didn't see it. Or the Tameo.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
And then we cut all our prismatic endings too, right?
Yeah. No, there's one left. You can take a shuffle.
Yeah.
You can't attack, so you just pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need Cauldron to handle Tameos. That's why I mentioned earlier. It matters if they play Tameo or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Last game, I think we saw like 30 cards or something, and
Yeah.
no Tameo, so. So this is kind of rough. Thoughtseize, that's like fine. We can't do anything about it. It's gonna take our brainstorm. And
I thought he might take
That's
the
gonna
coat, because doesn't the because the coat is eventually what can kill the Tameo, no?
It doesn't actually kill the Tameo. It only breaks even because it only deals 2 damage and the thing gains 2 per turn. So it's a break even. It doesn't exactly kill it. It just keeps it at bay, somewhat. Okay, not sure why he took a plow.
Maybe
Kind
a
of weird.
regent's coming.
Can't help but think about game 1.
Yeah.
Somehow, the entire hand got blown. Last time I checked, it was like 5 basic lands in play. I think like a brainstorm, 1 or 2 snapcasters in hand, and a Jace, and somehow like all of it got blown. I think it was a
I think
plow too.
I shouldn't have forced the Bowmaster. I don't know enough about the format right now to fully discount what's his face, Kaito, so that was probably the mistake right there. So presumably a brainstorm.
Yeah, you can brainstorm here. You have to brainstorm here. Okay, that Narset's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So you can put the Narset on the bottom to protect it, and then you can put a. Now you have to play a guessing game. Like basically, do you think he's? I don't think he's gonna go for the graveyard combo at any time soon. I think he's all in on this Tameo because he saw double surgical right with his
Yeah.
Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
So I'd put a surgical on top.
Okay.
I'd put a surgical on top, play out an island, and then pass turn. So what's going to happen is on your end step, you're going to use the code to scry the surgical away, and then you're going to brainstorm on top of that to dig as deep as you can. And if you miss on the prismatic ending, you play the Narset, and then you try and use the Narset to stop him from using the Tameo ult.
Let's see. Okay.
We're going to attack it on multiple angles. The Cryptic Code's going to try and keep it at 6 so it doesn't ultimate on 7 or 8, right? And then we also have a Narset.
So the only thing I can think is, do I want a surgical as consigned so he can't hit the cryptic coat trigger when I put it in?
I mean,
I don't know.
that's so sketchy. I hate surgicaling like dumb shit like that.
If you don't think it's worth
but
it, that's my only thought.
I don't think it's worth it either under normal circumstance. But at this time, I'm pretty sure he's a bowmaster because he took your plow, right? So,
Yeah.
but you have to check. All right, so let's go surgical as thing.
Is consign?
Pretty bad. Yeah. Well, because if we miss on the on our Narset / Prismatic Ending play, we need this coat to resolve. We can't have him. Yeah, so he has a push.
Okay.
So it's barrel, brazen, push. Sucks. Okay,
Well,
sure. So we take the consign.
and that's it,
But the
right?
good news is, yeah, so we okay. Barrel, push. Okay, so now what you can do is just put the cryptic in play. And then you brainstorm after.
Yeah.
After
Was it Barrow? Oh, there's 2 cards. That's why I was like, okay, why is this like
Yeah.
screwing around? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then we brainstorm.
Now you brainstorm because there's no Bowmaster.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. I don't know why he took Plow. Push or Borrower taps him out, right?
Yeah.
Presumably he's going to use the push and not the. I guess it doesn't. Okay, so he's going to fuck up instead of. So he's not going to be able to pay for it.
Yeah.
So it's just going to annul it because this
Okay.
guy is really, really bad. All right, so you lucked out.
I take that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put Tundra Ponder back. It doesn't
Um,
matter. I guess I'm
Yes.
putting. I guess I could be putting a blank in if I Narset and one of the 4 cards I know is
I would
bad.
go Ponder on the bottom, Tundra on top.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking after I thought about it. All right. So now we go to my turn.
Yeah. You can just play out the Narset first. Don't play out the Tundra. Oh, it's too late.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Because you have to go island. No. You have to go 3 islands. 3 islands and then Narset.
All right.
We're gonna try and find the
Prismatic ending.
the ending. Sure. That doesn't do anything anyways. Okay, so he's got 2 goits. We'll take the.
Flower.
It's actually kind of funny that the dress sound's actually pretty good, but it's. Let me think. The problem is he knows the dress down's coming, right? Because
Yeah.
dress down's a removal spell against goifs, but if you take it, he knows about it. He's not going to swing. I mean, well, at least assuming he's got a brain, which means that only leaves Ponder and Plow. The resolution's not good enough. What instants and sorceries does he have in the graveyard for Tamio? Anything interesting?
Fatal Push, Ponder, Brainstorm, Thoughtseize.
So not really. In that case, then I'm down to take the Plow.
Okay.
For when the Bear Goyf start dropping, we're going to start dropping them. You can just attack with the Cryptic, only the Cryptic, yeah. So that keeps it at 6.
Yeah.
So he can't ultimate even if he wants to, despite our Narset. So even if he removes the Narset, he can't ult because it's not enough loyalty. So we can just hang out here. So he can either bring something back, but if he brings something back, it's guaranteed to lose his Tamio, right? Because the Tamio goes to 3 and the Cryptic kills it, right?
Okay. So Thoughtseize.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so he's gonna take the Plow, and then he's gonna drop the Barragoyf.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna lose his Tamio to our Cryptic Code.
Okay.
Sure. So he has a Barragoyf plus 1 card in hand.
I
So
think
we
it's
just
the other
passed turn.
Barragoyf, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
It's
And
just
I do
another
not
Barragoyf.
bounce this Cryptic Coat to hand, right?
No, you need to swing the Tamio.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, so you can Narset again. Okay, we'll take the Teferi.
I assume.
And you can
bounce the
tap Tundra Island. Bounce the Barragoyf.
Yeah.
And then you can attack with the Cryptic. You don't want to play land out.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
Okay.
That's the kind of stuff that's game losing, because if you draw Brainstorm now, you're not gonna have cards to put back.
Okay.
And we already have infinite mana, so like it's
Alright.
just a waste of a card.
Then I assume I just put in a Batterskull.
Yeah.
Do I just equip it to Cryptic Coat?
You should put a Batter Skull into play.
Yeah.
It depends on what you draw.
All right. So that's my.
The problem is that thing has Death Touch, so you can't really block it.
Yeah.
What's underneath the Cryptic?
Surgical.
Surgical. Okay. I think you just, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you just pass.
I don't
He
equip
can't.
and
He
swing.
can't swing.
I mean, but Coat can't be blocked. I have 7 damage here, don't I?
Yeah, but then he swings back for 4 or 5, and then we have to block.
Yeah, he has
right?
lifelink too. Okay. Yeah.
We can't let the Baragorf hit us. Like he can get a card from it.
Okay.
But if he swings with the Baragorf, we simply double block and we reset. Our artifacts just reset all of them, right? We don't care.
Yeah. All right. Oh boy, I'm getting.
And he can't do like some push play during combat, right? Because we have a Teferi.
Yeah. All right.
And then when he plays a second Goyf, we're just going to force it, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
He just brainstormed a Narcissa, so that just ended the game. This guy's just really, really bad. So he just lost the game. Okay. If he doesn't do anything, you might want to return the crypt. Okay, we'll just double block. That's fine. We'll double block and return them both after the on the end step. Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure what. Yeah. No, sometimes when you play these like really bad players, win or lose, it's just like when you lose, you feel bad because you lost to a bad player. And when you win, you don't even feel good because they were just terrible. Have you ever seen Malcolm in the Middle?
No.
Well, there's this funny, famous episode where
All right. So what should it be? Batter Skull?
No, it's Cryptic because you need to keep Hardcast Force up, right?
Okay.
And if you can't keep it up, then just don't cast anything. You can't keep it up.
Oh wait.
So you have to count 5 mana. See how you don't have it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to play too fast. Yeah. Okay. You're right.
So now if you top deck something gnarly, you have to unsummon your Cryptic and Force. But it's probably just going to be another barrel, which is fine. That we don't care about, right?
Okay.
You can unsummon your Cryptic again. Yeah.
Just keep doing this.
Yeah, just keep ticking it up. But you can brainstorm now, though. The brainstorm is good here. Because, like, you can hit Jace, you can hit Plow.
Okay,
That's fine.
Jack
So you
Pond.
put away the Batter Skull, put away the Volcanic. Yeah. Play out the fetch, play Jace, unsummon this stupid thing. Attack for 2, unsummon, attack for 2, pass turn. Then
Am I gonna run
you're
out
holding
of time to win this?
Oh,
Jeez.
you should be fine.
Okay.
Just make sure to crack the fetches end step.
Wait, am I playing out Cryptic Coat?
No, you're not.
Okay.
But anyways, there's an episode of Malcolm in the Middle where the dad, who later plays the dude from what's that famous show? Breaking Bad.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
just let
let it
this.
resolve.
Yeah, okay.
No one cares. You can unsummon it with Teferi. That's fine too.
Okay. 2 unsummons, whatever. Okay.
Okay, so you unsummon one of them, plow the other. Yeah, brainstorm. Back to basics, the usual. The guy's locked out. It should be over. Okay, so at this point, I'm sure you can figure out how to win, right? The world's your oyster. So anyways, I'm going to tell my story now. So
Okay.
in Malcolm in the Middle, the guy who plays Hal, who later plays Breaking Bad main character, he's in a parking lot, and he's in a fight for, like, the last parking spot, right? And so you know how, like, when there's 2 people waiting on a single parking spot and you both want it?
Yeah.
That's basically what happened.
Okay.
And it's like a bout of road rage, right? And at some point, he gets out of his car and to like fight the other guy, and the other guy gets out of the car too, but the other guy is paraplegic, right? And so Hal is in this like really awkward situation because he's either going to beat up a paraplegic person or he's going to get beat up. You know what I mean? He's either going to beat up one or get beat up by one. Either way, it's like a lose-lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's kind of like when you play really bad Magic players. It's like a lose-lose. You're either gonna lose to someone really bad, so you're gonna feel bad, or you're gonna beat someone that was like handicapped in the first place. So either way, you just feel miserable. That's basically what's happening right here. We're either gonna get beat up by a handicapped person, someone handicapped in the brain, or we're gonna, there's just no winning. You should probably not even use your abilities anymore. I mean,
Okay.
like, you can't win with one island, right? You're burning your
Yeah.
clock. You have 5 minutes to close out, and he's got 14. He's clearly just running your clock now.
Okay. All right. So same thing again, or no? We want to bring in like Red Blast, right?
No, you can't, because now we know that he has a thing. So we want Cauldra in, Batterskull out, right? We have to make adjustments because now we know he's got that. We need one more ending now too.
Maybe cut a Plow.
No, we need plows because he's got Barrelgoyfs, right? So we want one more ending, and we got to take another card out. We're probably gonna take out Dress Down, I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got 5 minutes to finish this.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's enough time. We'll see.
it is if
Okay.
you play correctly and well.
All right.
I don't think I've ever timed out online before.
All right. Well, I'm listening, so just tell me what you need me to do. What I need to
We'll
do.
keep. You should just F6. Just yield
Okay.
this turn.
Island.
Play
Pass.
island pass.
Do I brainstorm at his end step?
No. Main phase brainstorm.
Okay.
Because if we miss white, we lose here. You can play land and pass. Yeah, better resolve. You have Macabre.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Macabre, the sorcery plus the yeah. There you go. Yep. End step brainstorm.
Try and get Stoneforge going, and that's how I win.
Yeah. There you go. Hold up. Put the two plows away. Put the two plows away.
Okay.
Yeah. Crack fetch. Play the back to base. Deploy it. If he does anything, just force it. There you go. Game's over. Now just get the Cauldron and he's done. Game's over. He already missed land drop. He shouldn't have anything left. There you go. Now you win. Yeah. Keep the Ponder as force fodder. Teferi is a removal spell for creatures.
Yeah.
Just get the Cauldron, just kill him. Yeah, there you go.
Oh wow. Okay.
Easy game, easy life.
For you maybe. I'm like sweating over here.
You just gotta know how to pick your fights.
Then maybe next turn just Teferi, so I can't get
Yeah,
blown
next
out
turn
by
is
random
Teferi.
shenanigans.
Yeah, the next is Teferi to draw out any potential like anything of anythings
Like
at
a
that point.
borrower or something.
Yeah. The island is so bad for him. He's probably gonna have a tapped Tameo or cantrip then. Either way, it's good for you. If it's a Brazen Borrow, we force.
So I just play Teferi on my
So we
next
play
turn.
the Teferi, it's gonna draw a Borrower. Any other card doesn't matter. It's either Borrower or Bust. There's no card we care about. Yeah, so we force it. Just pitch it back to basics. It's not good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy win.
Cool. That was stressful. All right. Sweet. Thanks.
I'm
That
still
league
really
went pretty
curious
well.
how you screwed up game 1 of match 5 though.
No. Well, I'll post the replay. I know where I messed up was probably forcing the Bowmaster. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too suggestible. I don't know the meta that well. Because once I heard Kaido, it's like, well, then I might just lose to Kaido. So yeah, point taken. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I mean there are some non-zero amounts of blue-black reanimator that have Kaido, but usually they don't. And the fact of the matter is, at that point in the game, there were more things that were actually tangibly, you know, gonna kill you than an imaginary Kaido that is still unseen. You know what I mean?
Fair
Like
enough.
he had a lot of stuff going on, right? He was bluffing. He was holding up like pretend bowmasters. He had an Archon in the graveyard. He had a lot of interesting things going on. So there's no need to make up imaginary stuff like a Kaido when you already have things that are very, very likely to kill you without him.
Okay.
Right. You normally think about Kaido in that situation once when you have a stranglehold on the game. Like that's the only card left that can kill you, not one more thing to kill you on top of everything else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm already looking at the way he's going to kill me. It's the Archon in the yard, not necessarily.
Yeah, like
okay.
like if you have the game already wrapped up and most of your base is covered, then you start thinking of like narrow random shit, right? That can kill you like a Kaido. But the fact of the matter is, you don't even need to think of the narrow random stuff that may or may not exist because the stuff that does exist is already presentable in front of you and ready to kill you, as is.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for the assist. Oh. All right.
Yeah.
I better get going to sleep. But yeah, that was cool. I'll set up our next thing with I don't know how you felt about like is a once a month cadence good for you or maybe a little less.
Once or twice a month should be fine. I just need to know in advance. I'm pretty busy.
Yeah, as are we all. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll get this one posted.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks. Good night.